Dun, 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 dun. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the JP30 stream. With it's me right now, but we're gonna have some more people again. We got one comment in the chat. We want Star Wars. Well, we're taking a break from Star Wars. So sorry there. Uh, Again, we're gonna talk about Jurassic Park. My favorite movie of all time. Uh, Surprise, it's not Star Wars. People seem to imagine that. We got Man of Iron. Hey, how have you been? Oh, I've been great. I've been great. We got my co-host here, Mr. Cash Monet of the Phantom Hooligans. Oh my
Very, very,
god.
very good.
Yep,
The
there's
Orca boy did it.
and then we're gonna have the park owner himself come on anytime, Mr. Philly Boy, if he joins. But so we're gonna talk about Jurassic Park. We're not gonna talk about Jurassic World because those movies are ass, and we're talking about the classic. We're talking about the original. We're talking about that era in time. Oh, Phil needs to fix his camera before I can add him. Phil, you need to disable your camera. I can't add you till you do that. But um, we're gonna get let me get some bullet points for the Jurassic Park thing. Let's see here. So yeah, this has been planned for a week. Uh, Hold on, I'm trying to help Phil. He's having issues. Um, so we're going to talk about the history and impact of Jurassic Park. We're going to talk about the themes of Jurassic Park. We're going to talk about how the whole franchise as a whole has evolved since 1993. Okay, there he is. All right. Here he is, the T-Rex himself. Someone let him loose. So.
What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, get your flare. Find a profile picture, Phil.
Yeah, hold on. It's on my laptop. Let me see what I can come up with.
I wish I could add a background. I'm not going to pay money to use StreamYard. Where was I? We're going to talk about the legacy, the impact, blah blah blah, the conclusion, the everything that made Jurassic Park it was. And I'm going to start off with you, Cash Monet. We're going to start. How did you come onto Jurassic Park? Well, when did you first see it? How did you feel, etc.?
And wow, first time I saw it, I guess I saw it on VHS. If anything, I think my dad put it in the VCR a number of years ago. So I don't. I might have saw that movie in the theater, but I don't think I did. No, I don't think I did. So yeah, I saw Jurassic Park, and it was cool. The dinosaurs were scary. I mean, they actually did a good job in that movie of actually freaking you out. The kids are interesting. Yeah, kids can be annoying even in the movies. The characters are interesting. I just think overall it's a great film. I really like it. You got the dinosaurs, you got Nerdly and um, Wayne Knight's character. It's just there's a lot of stuff, and those are things that could probably happen in real life. And then, of course, the lawyer gets eaten by the T-Rex. He's trying to hide in the bathroom while it's raining. It's pouring rain. Um, yeah, I just think Jurassic Park is a freaky, scary movie. It would be scary because there's somebody who could probably want to recreate dinosaurs. But those are the kind of things that would happen because they just couldn't work well with males or humans in general. Males, females, whatever, they wouldn't work well, because like T-Rexes are carnivores. But yeah, I love Jurassic Park. I think the first movie's still great. I can always watch it.
Yeah, thank you. I'll get to me when. All right, Phil's turn. Phil, how did you
Yay!
come upon the dinosaur movie Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park. I saw it after the first week that it was released, and I remember going to the. I really didn't want to go to the movie. Uh, my ex took me to the movie, so it was like our movie day, and I remember we got tickets at matinee price, so I was happy about that. But once I got into the movie, I enjoyed it. I was more in favor of more carnage. I wanted to see more people get eaten. Uh, the Samuel L. Jackson part was magnificent, the way he met his demise. Though I wish they would have showed it. You know,
Well,
but
we're gonna get into that.
there is no complaints with that movie. I have no complaints whatsoever. The To me, the most spookiest part of the movie is when the two kids are in the one car by themselves and they're struggling with the
Mm-hmm.
flashlight. Yeah, that was that was one of the good parts of the movie. So, but I think as far as the Jurassic Park series of movies, the first one's the best one. So,
All right. Well, yes, I do agree. Now my turn. How I came upon Jurassic Park. Now I was growing up. There was Star Wars, yes, and there was you VHS was a big thing growing up in the early 2000s. And I was a small child, and I fell in love with dinosaurs after I watched Barney. And then my mom took me to go see the movie Dinosaur, the original, the Disney film, which was nice. It was a nice movie. I don't remember it as much as a kid. I remember wanting to get the VHS and everything, but and then the first movie I ever saw was Jurassic Park on VHS. Or the first Jurassic. That's the first time I saw it, and I loved it so much I kept rewinding it. Would watch it over and over again. The T Rex part would scare me. The part where Nedry gets killed scared me. I would hide under the blankets when those scenes played, but I would still watch the movie over and over again. And then my mom took me to go see Jurassic Park 3, the first in 2001. I actually remember going to see that, and I think I was around 4 or 5, something like. I think I was 5, but I'm surprised I remember that kind of. Um, but yeah, that was how I came to try, and I've loved dinosaurs in Jurassic Park ever since. Um, I always tell people, as much as I like doing Star Wars, I will always say Jurassic Park is the movie that I know every line, I know every frame. It's one of those movies where you'll know everything from that movie. You'll know every frame, every line. You'll when you just know when the scene is just by hearing it. You don't have to look at it. You'll hear it and you'll know which scene it is. That's how much I love a Jurassic Park, and I know it so well. One second. Cash money.
Yes. So you want me to continue talking about Jurassic Park? Okay. All right. He's
Yes, yes.
muted. I mean, there's so much you could say about this movie. I've never seen 3. I never was interested in seeing it. My brother always tells me the dinosaurs basically rule the movie. I know Krit likes it because also it's like the first Jurassic Park movie he saw in theaters. But I don't know. It's just there's so many interesting characters in including Grant, who's my profile picture there. It was terrifying, man. I mean, these dinosaurs, those spitter things. I can't even remember what the heck they're called. But
Dilophosaurus.
Dilophosaurus, thank you. Those things were terrifying, man. Just the rain effects. Even the ride is freaky, man. That giant T-Rex comes down and then boom. There's that was it. I think it's an 80-foot drop, something like that. 100-foot drop. It's crazy. I think it's all Jurassic World now, but it. I think it is. Yeah, it's just that T-Rex was terrifying, man. It's just those kids like being afraid. Anybody would be afraid. Those raptors in the like the museum area. It's scary. Even the game, the Super Nintendo game, even though it's rough around the edges, it's very rough. It can be terrifying, especially going to those areas. Oh, here's a T-Rex. Here's it's scary, man. They did a very good job of trying to scare people in that movie. It's it's the trying to stay together, and when you get separated and there's just problems, you kind of, I guess, they feel the lawyer deserves to be eaten by a T-Rex, but maybe not.
No.
But he was a slime ball in that.
Well, deaths happen, so
They do, especially with dinosaurs around that are carnivores. So yes, that
so,
scene with the gun, the hunter. It's like clever girl, and then
he's a game warden. He's
yes,
a warden.
yes, the warden. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm eating bread. But I'm gonna talk about the plot. I mean, everyone knows what the plot is about, but basically the story is accidents are happening on an island in the south coast around Costa Rica. Something's going on, and there's a company that are getting lawsuits over these deaths that are occurring. And so this company, the lawyers want to make sure this company is, doing things right. So they need endorsements, and the owner of the park seeks out an endorsement from these diggers in the Montana, played by Sam Neill and Laura Dern, and they're Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler. They're diggers and they dig up dinosaur bones. And the park owner John Hammond comes and he invites them to the islands to get their endorsement. So the lawyers are assured that this is the right thing. He doesn't tell them what the whole thing is about, but it seems a big deal, and so they decide to go with it. And they go to the island. They meet some other people like Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum. They meet the lawyer, and they find out that this island, this project, is actually a theme park recreating dinosaurs from extinction, and that this is a zoo going to feature dinosaurs. And it shocks them, and it brings up the question: is this the right thing to do? Because you're bringing back monsters, or you're not bringing back the animals. You're creating monsters, because these dinosaurs aren't exactly the original dinosaurs we hear about in the history. They're just monsters of creation labeled as dinosaurs. And they're enjoying the park. Meanwhile, there's a corporate spy named Dennis Nedry, played by Newman from Seinfeld, Wayne Knight,
Yes. Yep.
and
Yeah, Nedry. Yep.
he's it's a very, even though it's a big park, it's a cheap company because they don't pay their employees right. And the programmer of the park, Dennis Nedry, is upset that he's not getting paid enough. So he decides to do some corporate espionage and work with a rival company to steal the assets from the park. Um, so, in order to do that, he needs to disable the park security systems for 15 minutes. So, um, as the park goers are enjoying the park, he disables the systems. Um, he steals the assets, the DNA, and he try and unfortunately, in that span of time, the 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 animals actually do realize that the security systems are off and do escape. Like the Tyrannosaurus figures out the electrical systems in the fence aren't working and escapes rather quickly, and kills and actually attacks the guests, kills the lawyer, chases and then it's now these two children, the owner's grandchildren, and Alan Grant, that have to basically escape death and get back to the main system. Meanwhile, Ellie Sattler and the game warden Robert Muldoon, uh, and John Hammond, and the chief engineer Ray Arnold, played by Samuel Jackson, they have to reestablish connection and reset the system. In order to do that, they have to disable all the systems in the park, which means disabling the systems for the most dangerous animals in the park, the velociraptors. For some reason, the velociraptors are right. Uh, for some reason, the velociraptors are right next to the main building, which is kind of dangerous. But of course, what are you guys' thoughts on this plot so far? It's a pretty simple plot.
Well, all I have to say is
What was that?
What was that?
you don't remember Samuel L. Jackson trying to break into the computer to go through all the blocks?
Oh yeah! God damn it! I hate this crap.
You got an echo there, Phil. It might be because you're, I don't know.
Well, I am on my laptop.
Okay.
So the so they okay. Man of Iron. I have been enjoying your videos. They have been one of the best things I've seen on YouTube. Thank you, Man of Iron. We are working on it very hard. Cash Money also helps on it. If you're talking about the Star Wars what ifs and whatnot. But thank you for that comment. Back to what I was talking about. So they have to disable the systems, and as soon as they disable all the systems and reset it, the Velociraptors get out, and Ray Arnold is killed off screen. Although he was going to be filmed, they were going to film his death scene, but the tropical storm happened during production, and a lot of scenes that were planned were cut. I'm sure this movie would have been a little longer. We'll get more into that because I know a lot more than describing this plot. But so Grant and the kids finally get back to the park. The raptors are out now, and they're killing. They kill Robert Muldoon, who, by the way, his death scene's foreshadowed in the very beginning of the movie, where Alan Grant is describing how the raptors act and would ambush their meal and stuff. It plays out exactly how he describes it with Robert Muldoon, and Robert Muldoon's actually surprised, and he's very good death for a character like him. he's very surprised, and it just accepts his death basically. Um, so they have to reset the system to get the communication on so they can get off the effing island. The Raptors attack from inside the main visitor center, and then the whole group tries to escape the visitor center from the Raptors, trying to get to the helicopter. Um, and the Raptors have them cornered, but they're saved by the Tyrannosaurus Rex, who kills the rest of the Raptors. They get away, and then and basically it's you see a flock of birds, and the dinosaurs are birds, and basically there's a lot of symbolism, and that's the plot of Jurassic Park, the movie. And it's one of the most memorable plots. It's very simple to follow. There's a lot of deep themes. I remember I'm watching all these old reviews and like, oh, there's not a lot of the dialogue's not really that good in Jurassic Park, and I was like, excuse me, have you seen the parts where they debate like evolution and stuff in that lunch scene? I don't think the big thing about Jurassic Park in the blockbuster realm was the visual effects. Wouldn't you agree, Phil?
Yes, especially the dinosaurs, especially when they're, I think, it's probably one of the best cinematography for dinosaurs in any movie. You have to remember, before this, most of your dinosaurs in the movie was clay animation.
Oh yeah, Harryhausen.
Yep. So, I mean, you looked at this through the CGI, man, and they were almost realistic, darn close to real. So, yes, when it comes in the department of CGI, Jurassic Park was at the lead, at the helm.
Can I get a picture up here? Okay. Present. Let's see if I can get a picture. Let me see. I'm trying to get pictures up here. Hold on. Let's see it now. Oh, it won't let me. Ugh. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to get the screen. It's not working. Yeah, basically, Jurassic Park came at a time. It revolutionized the blockbuster as we see it. It revolutionized the CGI. It did a lot of good things in the realm. Now, a fun fact about Jurassic Park was that I think it was mainly animatronics, and there was only a couple minutes of CGI in the whole movie. I know they did have production problems with some things. Now the animatronic work for this movie was much well done than it was much more realized than Jaws, which was early 70s. Yeah, it was much more realized than Jaws. So the animatronic work, it still had its share of problems if I could find it. And let's talk about the T-Rex. Let's see if I could find it. The T-Rex was kind of a pain in the ass from what I hear. Let's see if here we go. Right there. I think that's an animatronic right there. If I'm mistaken. There we go. The animatronic had a lot of issues. It would get reined in, and then it would be wobbly. You can actually see this during the movie, wherein the T Rex is. If you look closely, you can see how wobbly it is, and you see. Um, Trying to find the right. Can't seem to find it. But I think it is still. Right, here it is. Here it is. You see how wobbly his head is? You see how it rocks back and forth? Yeah, that's an issue with the rain in the animatronics. They had a lot of issues with that, and now there were a lot there. It went smoothly, kind of. The production for this movie went. Oh, wait.
Notion that if you created a theme park where
It's your favorite person, Phil. It's
Fade out,
yes.
please.
Kathleen Kennedy did produce this movie, and this
Yes,
was
of
when she was
course.
a pretty good. She was a pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. She's
Oh. Before they were gonna do, I totally forgot. Before they were gonna do CGI, they were actually gonna do stop motion for this movie, and there's actually a lot of tests you can see. They were gonna do it like the Rancor in Return of the Jedi. Let me see if it was gonna look like this. Phil Tippett, who he's done animation before. He studies dinosaurs and stuff like that for his stop motion projects. He
I made that movie really as a youngster. Remember
Here we go. Here's a more test right
dinosaurs
here.
to run, how we were going to get them to even be in.
It kind of did help with the CGI with the stop motion tests they did, because they did get how they wanted the dinosaur to be and stuff like that.
With a little bit of
Right.
computer graphics.
Stop motion photography isn't for everyone. I think there's just a handful of people who can really stand the pressure of, shall we say, patience.
And the great Ray Harryhausen. I don't think Phil and Cash that this movie wouldn't have been as effective if they stuck with the stop motion. Well, maybe it would have been, but there's something about the CGI that brought some, an elegance to it, and so,
Main character.
but it's one of those things that it evolutionized the blockbuster because of the CGI work and stuff like that. So I give it that. Now then, we talking about the movie, and we talked about the plot of the first movie. Let's talk about the original Crichton book. And this is something you and I don't think you've read Jurassic Park book, Cash Money. Um,
No, not yet.
I have several times, so I have it memorized.
I'm sure.
So there's a lot of differences with the. Here's a good thumbnail. Let's do this. Let me see. The original version of Jurassic Park compared to the movie. Now, I think the movie is the superior version of the story. But so Jurassic Park, the rights for the movie were bought by, I think they were bought by Spielberg. James Cameron was trying to get the rights and he failed. Thank God. Uh, he would have made an R-rated blood fest. I don't think he would have understood the source material. Or maybe he would have done a straight up adaptation of the Crichton novel. But I'll uh, I'll do some I'll do a lecture on the Jurassic Park novel. So the Jurassic Park novel is the same story of the movie. There's just some differences. Um, in it, there's a lot of accidents with the island. There's one of the little compies from the Lost World, the green guys. They're in the movie. They're in the book, and they actually bite a baby on the coast of Costa Rica, and that brings it to this university college or something like that. So there's a EPA agent who visits Alan Grant and he says there's something fishy with this engine company that John Hammond, Cash Money, does the voice of Bob Morris, so he should know. And he's like, there's something fishy going on with this company. You guys should be careful. Um, so it's the same. So John Hammond, invites them to his island. John Hammond is more of a dick in the book than he was in the movie. He's just a really greedy dirtbag, and he don't care about deaths and stuff like that. He thinks money can buy anything, which is surprising because John Hammond is a very good character in the original Jurassic Park. He's just the old man that wanted to make something. But in the book, John Hammond's just a guy that wants money, so he's typical. Um, the uh, but the story is basically the same. Dotson. There is some differences though. Muldoon is a badass in the book. He blows shit up with the RPG, and he doesn't die in the movie, which is surprising because they have him killed in the movie. Um, Another badass character is the lawyer. The lawyer's actually holds his own and kicks ass and stuff and doesn't die. If they actually adapted this or remade it, I could see the lawyer getting played by The Rock or someone like that. Or John Cena, the way the lawyer's described, he's like a bodybuilder lawyer that actually knows how to fight and stuff. There's they also explain some of the deaths in the movie, and I actually liked this a lot. So listen closely, Phil, because this is what happens to Ray Arnold in the book. And you can assume it's the same for the movie if they didn't film it. So when Ray Arnold goes out to the shed, he's unaware that the raptors are stalking him. So he goes to the shed and it's too dark inside and he didn't bring a flashlight. So he needs light to go in there. And this is where Ray Arnold, the engineer of the park, he makes one brutal mistake, and they should have at least showed this shot in the movie. He uses his shoe to crack open the shed to get some light into the building. and it's because of that he goes downstairs and leaves the door cracked with the shoe, and that's how the raptors smell him and then follow him down there. Basically they smelled his shoe and followed him down into the shed. By that extent, the way he the way he dies is pretty brutal, and I would have liked to seen how that if they showed how he exactly died. And another death is John Hammond dies in the book. He gets killed he gets killed by all the compies because he breaks his leg on a log. Uh, if you guys seen the Lost World Jurassic Park, they replicate this death, but with Tim Roth's character. I think it is Tim Roth, right? Oh no, it was Peter Stormare. It wasn't Tim Roth. I get those two confused. Peter Stormare gets killed by the pack of raptor compies like John Hammond does. What's some other differences? Oh yeah. Uh, there's this Phil Hartman esque public relations guy who's not in the movie. But I just imagine he would be played by the late great Phil Hartman, the way he acts towards things and stuff. And he gets killed by a baby Tyrannosaurus. And another thing is Cash Money and Phil. You guys remember the little spitter guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the little spitter guys. Well, oh, there's Gregster. Hello, Gregster. How you doing? But the little spitter guys are not small in the movie; they're quite big. And so when Nedry sees it, he gets poisoned by the thing on his face. But then the creatures basically rip apart his stomach and eat him eat his intestines while he's still alive. So he's like so paralyzed that he's aware that he's being eaten from the inside, but he doesn't realize it yet. It's very gruesome death. It's a very gruesome death, and it's a. Uh, I want. I don't know if I like the movie death more or the novel death. But um, Jeff. Other than that, I think it's the same kind of deaths. I don't know if the other characters die. I don't remember. Oh yes, and if you see right there, there's a scene in the movie where the T Rex chases Alan and the kids on a river, and I would have liked to have seen that in the yeah, yes, it's very brutal. And yeah, they're chased by the T Rex in the river, and I actually would have liked to seen that because that reminds me a lot of the Jurassic Park River Adventure ride at Universal. Maybe they
Mm-hmm.
were inspired by the book or something like that, but um, nah. And the biggest thing about another death I forgot was Henry Wu, who is kind of a tragic character in that movie. He's always bullied around by John Hammond, and he's like, oh well, this is my fault. I made miscalculation. He gets killed by the raptors. Henry Wu gets killed by the raptors. I forgot the scientist of the park. That he disappears in the movie for some reason, and then he comes back in the dumb Jurassic World films. We're not going to talk about those. Uh, and and the biggest thing about the Jurassic Park novel is after they leave the park, the whole island gets nuked, and that's the pretty much. But it is the same plot. Some characters die, some survive, etc., etc. But it is fundamentally the same plot of the movie. But the novel is like an R-rated version of the movie to an extent, something like that. Now then, the legacy of Jurassic Park. It's whew. So chat again, chat. If you have any insight, how did you guys come upon seeing Jurassic Park? Please bring it up in the comments below. I've never been to Universal, and I'm hoping to go if I visit Cash in the future. So maybe
It's
we'll.
not cheap, but it can be a lot of fun. They've added a lot more.
I know it's 100. But do I really want to go to Jurassic World, the ride? Ugh,
I don't know.
like a
It's pretty much the
bastardization.
same thing. It's just Jurassic World, as
Greg
far
just
as I
says I
know.
watched it over and over while holding a pillow as a kid. Let me just say, cool. Jurassic World. Do we really want to talk about Jurassic World? I like the Lost World, Jurassic Park. I know Cash has problems with San Diego, but that's a Spielberg thing because in the Lost World novel, they don't go to San Diego. They
Yeah,
kind of
it's definitely a
escape.
Spielberg thing. Yep.
Yeah, it's a Spielberg. Yeah, there compared to that, Cash, compared to what they do in the Jurassic World films, I would give that movie a pass. That movie.
It's just the end of that movie. Everything else is fine until that.
Cash can afford Universal. His name is Cash for a reason.
Oh, it's JT. JT pops in. He's a
JT.
ninja.
JT. I'm trying to some other details. Oh, this it's kind of surprising that Spielberg was very busy that year because he didn't just do Jurassic Park. He also did the Holocaust epic Schindler's List, and he did that all in a matter of like 8 months. So I think he did both Jurassic Park. He filmed both Jurassic Park and Schindler's List, two different movies, like two totally different movies, in the matter of like it had to have been 8 to 9 months because I know he was filming Jurassic Park in the summer of 1992. Schindler's List, these movies came out the same year, but he was a workhorse, and those like two very good movies in a matter of a year. Give him all the praise he needs because Spielberg is a very good. He was just so visionary back then, and for we give all the people these credit, and I feel like this was peak Spielberg. Beside, I would say this movie all the way to no Jaws all the way to let me see. Jaws all the way to it's gonna have to be the Lost World is peak Spielberg. Although I don't know if he did he do any more like big blockbusters after Lost World. He was kind of losing his touch afterwards. He still did some good movies. Let me check.
No. JT, are you a big
No,
fan
Private
of?
Ryan.
Are you a big fan of Jurassic Park?
If you combine the two in some alternate reality, the dinosaurs will be fascist. Oof.
Harsh.
That's harsh. That's quite oh some other little details I know about Jurassic Park. Harrison Ford was supposed to be Alan Grant, but Harrison Ford, I think he didn't care to do the movie, or maybe he passed. I don't know if he didn't like the script or anything. That's another Spielberg. That's another Spielberg movie that he did that he didn't do Jurassic Park. I know Harrison Ford was actually the teacher in he was the teacher in E.T., but they didn't show his face. He was like the principal or something in E.T. There's a deleted scene where he's like lecturing Elliot. Um, uh, a lot of the animal sounds were animals having sex. That's another fun fact about Jurassic Park. Uh,
Out of nowhere.
out of, I wish both Jurassic Park and Lost Worlds novel had the extended ending. In JP, things get interesting when there's a cover up. They did cover up. They did kind of cover up Jurassic Park. Uh, mm, I love the park movies. Lost World's probably my fave. Yes, I like that movie too. Cash Money, though, you can't seem to let it go. So
Just the ends, the dinosaur in San Diego, not for me. Everything else about that movie is pretty cool.
mm,
But I haven't seen that movie in a long time, so
uh, let's see. The Mr. DNA cartoon. There's a lot of exposition in the book, and I know Spielberg used the cartoon to kind of simply explain the interest, how the just a simple way of explaining how the hell the dinosaurs are still alive. The novel takes like pages and pages to explain how it is, and the novel, I like Crichton, but sometimes he goes a little too far in detail. But I gotta give it credit to Crichton because Crichton's very good with his science fantasy or fiction. I commend. We won't have another person like Crichton because I think Crichton's one of the few that did that correctly with his books when it came to like his fantasy. I know in the original draft of the Jurassic Park movie, Hammond gets killed by the raptors, I think. And they do have the river section. Um, Spielberg did have. I know Spielberg. He did have a rule with the dinosaurs. They needed to be animals, not monsters. He wanted the dinosaurs to act like animals. Uh, and I actually like that sentiment that, the dinosaurs are just like normal animals. They don't have to be movie monsters. The sequels, on the other hand, treat them like movie monsters off the wazoo. Like, oh yeah, run away! It's a dinosaur. Oh, um, but yeah, yes, sirree. Got quiet, didn't it?
you got quiet, man.
It got quiet.
You ran out of things to say about Jurassic Park.
I like the
Talking about
games.
Jurassic
Oh,
World.
remember the Jurassic Park arcade games? Oh boy,
You
man.
should
Oh
pull up some
man.
footage.
Yeah. Put up some footage, you freak. Yeah.
You're putting words in your face.
Yeah. Show, don't tell, bitch.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you better show, don't tell. Hold up.
The arcade game though was fun. Still is. The Super NES game was pretty good.
me see if I'll find it. Is this it? Yeah. There you go.
Ah, yes. It's definitely an arcade game.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, they had this game at Chuck E. Cheese. All the cool boys played this shit. All the cool boys. You can play this on MAM. I know. There was also there's a lot of promotion for Jurassic Park. I know there's a McDonald's ad here somewhere. Here we go.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Get your McDonald's Big Mac.
Big is coming to McDonald's.
Ah, yes, I remember this ad.
It could only be called the Jurassic Park Extra Value Meal. Okay, let's see. An enormously juicy triple cheeseburger with fries and a medium drink.
Yep, get your
One of
extra
6
meal.
free Jurassic Park collector cups. The Jurassic Park Extra Value Meal.
I don't know if McDonald's does collector cups much anymore.
They do. I was looking at. They still have the McDonald's hats that you can buy on eBay.
Goodness.
The toys.
It's Jurassic Park.
Kenner. I think it was Kenner was on its last legs this decade. I know Kenner did the toys for Jurassic Park 2, but I don't know if I don't think they did Jurassic Park 3 though. I always wonder what happened to the Lost World arcade cabinet at my local arcade. I have 2 Burger King watches, but the boxers are very, very tatty. I found out things to say. Trying to think. What's a big thing about? The SNES game, the Super Nintendo game was also.
It was pretty good.
There's a lot of games for
but
Jurassic Park.
there's been the Telltales game was like one of the more later ones. I think that might have been the last one. I'm not sure. There might have been another one.
I didn't like the
Well, there's
story
the
on that
strategy games. Yes.
Well, I kind of don't like. I kind of didn't like.
This game got confusing.
Super. Let me see. Was it Game Drive? Was it Mega Drive? Yeah.
It's a pretty good game, but it was confusing, definitely. Yes, I remember this game.
There's also The Chaos Continues, which is pretty good. Did you play the Trespasser demo before playing the full game? No.
Now, they're supposed to be working on a new Jurassic Park game, I heard recently. I think I sent that to you, Krit.
Yeah.
But I don't know
Watch it be another. Watch it be another. Watch it be another. What you call it? Sega CD.
Yeah, new AAA Jurassic Park / Jurassic World. I don't care about Jurassic World, but
I'll check on you again in a couple of hours. Oh, and by the way, good luck.
You know, the aesthetic for this game, the safari, like it holds up. I can't say the same for Jurassic World where it's all blue and shit and like looks like Apple TV or Apple TV, Apple computers, and I just don't want to. This was a very interesting game. Kind of looks confusing though.
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks
great.
Okay. What's this whole part with the Rex? Uh-oh, here he comes. Oh, okay. Oh, what the hell? What's going on? Going down the sewer. I dropped the bear horn when the Rex charged me. Sorry, mate. Small Dune.
SpaghettiOs.
Uh-oh. That's such a weird soundtrack. Yeah, 90s. What talked about more? The Spielberg man. Oh yeah, another fact about Jurassic Park. This is your Krit's facts. The velociraptors in the movie are bigger than they actually were in real life. They were small, like knee length. They weren't as big as Spielberg wanted them to be. Get your galoshes. Someone's calling me. Take it away, Kat.
We lost our footage of having some technical difficulties, I guess. But you had the games, you had the movies, you had the collectibles. Jurassic Park was a big deal. I don't know. I guess Jurassic World may still be a big deal. Some people enjoy that. I know in the last movie they brought back the main cast, but I don't know. After Jurassic 2, or Lost Worlds, I just didn't care about seeing any more of the Jurassic Park movies.
Jurassic Park. Woohoo, Jurassic World.
Yeah.
I don't. I can't do it. I don't want to watch Jurassic Park 3.
I got nothing against people. I really don't, that like Jurassic Park Worlds. If they do, that's fine. Good for them.
This was the movie I
not
went to
for
the
me.
cinema and saw. I like Jurassic Park 3. I don't care what people say. It's because of the Spinosaurus is really good. Is a really interesting. Whatever. There is some dumb shit. There is some dumb shit in this movie, unfortunately, about Jurassic Park 3. So.
Behave yourself, Jace, or no cookies, man. Come on. No cookies, dude.
Alan.
What? Come on. No.
Alan.
No. Come on.
Alan.
That's me when I look at the news articles about a certain individual. Gay. An embarrassing fact about myself is I have watched JP3 more than JP2.
I mean, if you like it, man, you like it.
Has Cash seen JP3? And he should.
I have not.
Watch it.
Alan.
I can't. Why do the dinosaurs do this a lot, or is this a joke?
No, he's dreaming. He's dreaming.
Alan.
He's dreaming.
Oh my god, dude. Alan. Alan. Wow, that's really crazy. Okay.
It's better than Jurassic World. Dim-witted. Dim-witted. Jurassic World Fallen Plot. locusts. Giant locusts in a Jurassic Park movie.
Oh boy, that's amazing. I don't know.
Oh no, why are we watching giant locusts in a Jurassic Park movie?
Krit's broken again, everybody. He'll be all right. Just wind him up.
Jurassic
Okay.
locusts in a Jurassic Park movie. Woo. The dinosaurs better step aside because the grasshoppers. It's like a scene from the Grapes of Wrath, but the dinosaurs are the farmers. Woo! We got some people coming on now. I felt sorry for those killer bee things that got. Um, this is Cash's favorite movie. He loves the part where the Godzilla T-Rex destroys San Diego.
Oh, it's the best. So weird.
The movie was supposed to end with in the Lost World. They don't go San Diego. It was supposed to be like pterodactyls that attack the
Spielberg, he can make some mistakes or things that I would say I don't agree with, but overall his resume is still impressive. So.
Get your there is also this character, this guy, they explains more of this guy's motivations. I liked this character from the second movie, the hunter.
Worse crime to shoot a tiger than to shoot your own parents. Oh,
Are you kidding? I could take you with one hand tied down.
That's right, baby. Oh, is that so?
Oh.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Mike. What's he doing? Put him down. One punch, baby. Let's get out of here, Mikey.
I meant my hand.
Whoa!
Whoops.
Whoops. They should have kept that scene in the movie. I don't know why they got rid of that scene. But I think, is there any final thoughts on I mean, it's my favorite movie of all time, and someone I did work on a Jurassic Park mod that got canceled, unfortunately, but maybe someday I put a lot of passion towards that, and there's also a project I'm working on with Cash Money, where he's voicing a character. I think, yeah, you're voicing a character, aren't you? The EPA.
Yes.
Velociraptor.
So,
I'm gonna be one of the. I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna be part of the dream sequence. Alan, hello. Yes.
Alan.
No, I just if people like dinosaurs or don't like dinosaurs, I mean, especially the first movie, it's a nice adventure. There's some good values there. Alan Grant obviously cares about those kids, even though they aren't his.
There's a lot of good messages.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's
just
about
it's also, but it's also a message about like you need to be careful about what you mess with when it comes to science.
Don't forget that actress to play
Laura Dern.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, she was really good in that movie. I mean, the whole cast was really good. So, yeah, Ellie. Yeah, I like Ellie a lot.
It is a great. It is a. It is a wonderful movie. It's one of those. Okay, Grigster says, I really enjoyed Junior novelization, Jurassic Park 3 audiobook uploaded on YouTube. Are you working on something similar with voice actors? Maybe. Can't give you details. We're also using voice AI. Um, we're also using some voice AI, which will be interesting. Funny thing about that voice AI, and it's going to piss people off now, Cash. They're going to have voice to voice AI where you just do the voice and then it'll replace it with one of the voice things. AI.
AI is interesting, but it's going to become. It's just going to make
It's
people
going to become.
lazier.
It's going to become
It's going to make them.
controversial.
It's going to be controversial. It's going to make people very lazy. That people are just typing out stuff. They're not going to do as much work anymore. So it's not.
It
It'll
sounds
have
good,
its
even
good
though it
side.
sounds
Right.
lifeless.
Right.
It can
Yeah.
sound lifeless. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I would like to see some of these. I I lost my thought.
He's worried about the raptor. He's about to be eaten by one. So.
Yeah, Alan.
Alan. I.
Some stuff I will be doing. I'm gonna be getting some. I will be doing my first live stream. I'm gonna be buying some Lego sets, and I will be doing some live builds. Yeah.
Nice.
We will be doing some Lego live builds with the Jurassic Park 30th sets. That will be on my to-do list this July, and we'll have commentary for that. Me building this shit. I think pretty much that's it when it comes to again. Thank you all for coming, but I think that's it for Jurassic Park. We covered pretty much everything. It's 30 years of growing up with this movie, and time goes by, and we're old as shit. Cash Money is 60, and I know Phil is like 25, something like that.
Oh, Phil's 25. Wow.
Yeah,
Things reversed there, Phil.
Yeah. You should see Phil. He looks like
trans dinosaurs
lives
matter.
That's
but the dinosaurs Lego sets will be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. I watch a lot of that on YouTube, mainly Star Wars sets. Well, I will be doing it for the first.
He's going to be doing it.
Yeah,
he's going to make T-Rex sounds too.
Alan.
So that'll be interesting. He's going to be saying Alan many times. Yes.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you, Cash and Phil, for coming on, and I want to thank Gregster, Jason, JT, and Man of Iron, and Incognito for once again, pushing me to do Star Wars stuff. I'm not. You got again. Nothing against people that watch me, but remember, it's a privilege that I work on this stuff. It's not a. So if you guys say negative comments about shit and expect me to just do it, then I'm not gonna. Then sometimes I can be very. I can be very. I could put my foot down like Cash Money puts his foot down on easy mode. So
yeah. No, none of that easy mode stuff, man.
I'm not supposed to say that.
Oh. Dun dun dun.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, this orca doesn't
I'm
like
telling my
easy mode.
parents on you.
Oh my gosh. No. All right, we should end the stream now.
Goodbye, everyone.
Watch out for those dinosaurs. They'll get you.
Get your galoshes, and I'm the Moses of dinosaurs. Yes, the Jurassic Park Moses.
Amazing.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. I'm also a rat. I need to let you guys know that. All right, bye. Y'all seen Ratatouille? Ratatouille is a great film.